It is a day, and I'm not going to say it's a good day or a bad day. It's a day. And this is the Full Transcend with Ben. It's Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. Today on the episode, we're not going to go into YouTube and look at what's trending, as we typically do. We're present to exactly what's going on in each one of us, what's trending internally for everyone, which is the injustice of our society and how it has not grown to make this world fair and free and just for all. So today, for the Full Transcend, I'm going to be reading all the names of Black people that were murdered by police in recent years, all that were unarmed. And I'm just going to read the names, so if you want to stay for the episode, I charge you to do so. If you do not want to stay, that's fine. You can find this list, on the internet. So I'm just going to read the names. Michael Lorenzo Dean, Eric Reeson, Christopher McCorvey, Stephen Day, Christopher Whitfield, Tatiana Jefferson, Maurice Hawley, Jordan Michael Griffin, Nicholas Walker, Bonnie Branch, Byron Williams, Arthur Walton Jr., Shannara Tom Feep, Patricia Spivey, Stefan Murray, Ryan Twyman, Dominique Clayton, Isaiah Lewis, Kevin Leroy Beasley Jr., Julius Graves, Marcus McVeigh, Marzus Scott, Bishar Hassan, Kevin Bruce Mason, Mario Clark, Jimmy Atchison, Detrick Griffin, George Robinson, Andre Horton, Jesse Jesus Quinton. Some people pronounce that Jesus. Mahion Edward Sumeror. So, Mahion Edward Sumeror. Chinedu Valentine Okobi, Anton G. Black Jr., Daryl Richards, Botham Shem Jean, James Leatherwood, Joshua Wayne Harvey, Christopher Alexander Okamoto, Cynthia Fields, Rashawn Washington, Anthony Marcel Green, Antoine Michael Rose II, Robert Lawrence White, Marcus David L. Peters, Terrence Carlton, Juan Marquis Jones, Danny Ray Thomas, Stephon Clark, Trey Taquan Pringle Sr., Ronell Foster, Corey Mobley, Arthur McAfee Jr., Geraldine Townsend, Warren Ragudo, Thomas Yatsko, Dennis Plowden, Jean Pedro Pierre, Keita O'Neill, Lawrence Hawkins, Calvin Toney, Dubois Leister, Amando Frank, Stephen Gale, William Matthew Holmes, Anthony Antonio Ford, Charles David Robinson, Devin Howell, Herbert Gilbert, Thomas Williams, Aries Clark, Antonio Garcia Jr., Brian Easley, Yuri Lee Martin, Dewan Gillory, Aaron Bailey, Joshua Terrell Crawford, Mark Brandon Davis, Adam Trammell, Jimmy Montel Sanders, Derico Devontae Holden, Mark Rashawn Atkins, Tashi S. Brown, Jordan Edwards, Roderick Ronald Taylor, Kenneth Johnson, Christopher Wade, Alteria Woods, Sharita Davis, Lorenzo Antoine Cruz, Chance David Baker, Raynard Burton, Quanice Derek Hayes, Chad Robertson, Jerome Keith Allen, Nana Adomako, Marquez Warren, DeAndre Phillips, Sabine Marcus Jones, Darian M. Barnhill, Junior Williams, Muhammad Abdul Muhayyam, Jamal Robbins, Marlon Lewis, Richie Lee Harbison, Lamont Perry, Roy Lee Richards, Alfred Olongo, Taewon Boyd, Terrence Crutcher, Tyre King, Lavania Riggins, Kendrick Brown, Donnell Thompson Jr., Dalvin Hollins, Delron Small, Sherman Evans, Daravis Rogers, Antoine Schumpert, Ollie Lee Brooks, Michael Eugene Wilson Jr., Vernell Bing Jr., Jessica Williams, Arthur R. Williams Jr., Lionel Gibson, Charlin Charles, Kevin Hicks, Dominic Silva, Robert Dentmond, India M. Beatty, Tori Lamar Robinson, Peter William Gaines, Antier Porter, Keontae Deshaun Spencer, Christopher J. Davis, Thomas Lane, Paul Gaston, Kaylin Devontae Roquemore, Deshaun L. Perkins, David Joseph, Wendell Celestine Jr., Antroni Scott, Peter John, Keith Childress, Betty Jones, Kevin Matthews, Michael Noel, Leroy Browning, Miguel Espinal, Nathaniel Pickett, Cornelius Brown, Tiara Thomas, Richard Perkins, Jamar Clark, Alonzo Smith, Anthony Ashford, Dominic Hutchinson, Lamontez Jones, Rayshawn Cole, Peterson Brown Jr., Junior Prosper, Keith Harrison McLeod, Wayne Wheeler, Levante Biggs, India Kager, James Carney III, Felix Kumi, Mansoor Balbay, Ashams Monley, Christian Taylor, Troy Robinson, Brian Day, Samuel DeBose, Darius Stewart, Albert Davis, Salvado Ellswood, George Mann, Freddie Blue, Jonathan Sanders, Victo LaRosa III, Spencer McCain, Kevin Bajoy, Chris Jackson, Kevin Higginbotham, Ross Anthony, Richard Gregory Davis, D'Angelo Reyes Stallworth, Dejuan Graham, Brendan Glenn, Reginald L. Moore Sr., David Felix, William Chapman, Norman Cooper, Darrell Lawrence Brown, Walter Scott, Eric Courtney Harris, Donald Ivy, Philip White, Jason Moland, Denzel Brown, Brandon Jones, Askari Roberts, Bobby Gross, Terrence Moxley, Anthony Hill, Tony Terrell Robinson, Naiscalis Vincent, Charity Linzo Kunang, DeAndre L. Dorsey, Thomas Allen Jr., Calvon A. Reed, Terry Price, Laval Hall, Natasha McKenna, Jeremy Lett, Tiano Metten, Artego Damon Howard, Andre Lerone Murphy Jr., Leslie Sapp II, Brian Pickett, Jerome C. Reed, David Andre Scott, Dennis Grisby, Romaine Brisbane, Eric Ricks, Tamir E. Rice, Akai Gurley, Kiara Crowder, Tanisha N. Anderson, Raphael Thomas, John T. Wilson III, Caldrick Donald, Michael Ricardo Minor, Adam Ardette Madison, Von Derrit D. Myers Jr., Aretha Lilly, Balantine Mbegbu, Lashano J. Gilbert, Marlon S. Woodstock, Oliver Jared Gregoire, Eugene Williams, Cameron Tillman, Ricky D'Angelo Hinkle, Darian Nathaniel Hunt, Cortez Washington, Vimesia Woodard, Arvel Douglas Williams, Levon Leroy Love, Corey Levert Tanner, Dante Parker, Izelle Ford, Dustin Keith Glover, Michael Brown, John H. Crawford III, Jeremy Lake, Cedric Stanley, Ja'Cory Calhoun, Briate McDuffie, Briate McDuffie, Eric Garner, Charles K. Goodridge, Christopher Jones, Jerry Brown, Lavon King, Juan May, Emmanuel Jean Baptiste, or Emmanuel Jean Baptiste, Mark Anthony Blocker, Montez Dwayne Hambrick, Tommy J. Yancey Jr., Jonathan Lee Zuzu, Howard Wallace Bowe Jr., Dominique Franklin Jr., George V. King, Justin Griffin, Tyrone Davis, Gregory Lewis Towns Jr., Zacharias Flint, DeAndre Lloyd Starks, Willie Neal Harden, Hollis Kinsey, Floyd Gene Hodge, Trayon Johnson, Yvette Smith, Ernest Satterwhite, Anthony Bartley, Willie James Soms, Annison Joseph, Jordan Baker, Jeffrey Ragland, Kendall Alexander, Chimeron Lamar Lamb, Irvin Edwards, Willie James Williams, Abdul Kamal, William Alfred Harvey III, William Taylor, Brandon Devone Smith, Reginald Williams Jr., Jack Lamar Robertson, Elijah Glay, Alexander Jamar Marion, Jonathan A. Farrell, Marlon Horton, Ronnie Ledesma Jr., Montrell Moss, Jeffrey B. Lilly Jr., Jermaine McBean, Alan Desdunas, Ryan L. Stokes, Larry Eugene Jackson Jr., Dynell Simmons, Diomaine Heyman, Tyrone West, Daryl Blair, Antonio Johnson, George Harvey, Mika Anthony Key, Lana Morris, Keoshia L. Hill, Bill Jackson, Julian Dawkins, Terry Lafitte, Jermaine Darden, Marlon Brown, Kendra Diggs, Dayon Flood, Clifton Armstrong, Fred Bradford Jr., Craig Demps, Dason Peters, Dylan Samuel Peters, Russell Liddell Smith, Willie Lee Bingham Jr., Clinton Robixar Allen, Charles A. Baker Jr., Anthony Dwayne Harris, Donovan Thomas, Javis Benjamin, Quantine Barksdale, Cedric Chapman, Daryl Banks, Xavier Tyrell Johnson, Yolanda Thomas, George Floyd, it's the full trend send with Ben.